It all began when I was 4 years old and my father brought a small accordion to our home. And of course I tried to play the accordion, and the songs, of course they were children's songs that I could sing. I could also play on the accordion. It just happened. I don't know why, it just happened. And you know, the accordion also have the basses on the other side. And I also found the chords and the harmonies to the song, and it just happened. And then my father, of course, he was a very wise man, because he said, you can keep the accordion, but you have to take lessons, which was very, very clever of him. And so I started doing accordion lessons. And then when I was around 10 years old, my father took me to a piano concert of a very famous Dutch piano player. His name was Louis van Dijk. And I was crying in the audience because I was very emotional. And then I said, this is what I want. So that's when I turned to the piano. So from my 11th year, I played the piano, and I started also to go to the conservatory in Tilburg, which is in the Netherlands. And then in 1980 was a very special year for me, because every year at that time Yamaha organized the Electoon Festival. And it was a kind of organ, it was a very advanced organ. And I participated, and I won the Dutch finals and I won the European finals. And somehow this is how Yamaha got to know me. And I started to work for them in 1981 in November. So I work a lot of years already for Yamaha. Well, making music is of course a great thing. And the piano, whether it's a digital piano or an acoustic piano, this is of course an instrument which offers you everything. You can play it by yourself, and all music is possible on the piano. But the most important thing is to take lessons, because the technique, so the technique, how you play the instrument. Of course you can start with trying out, and there are different apps that will show you how to play, but it's really good to take lessons, because your teacher can say, hey, take care of this or take care of that, because the technique decides how good you are. The musicality is in your soul, or it is not in your soul. But most people are, everybody has a sense of music, but it's the technique you have to learn and you have to practice, of course. But the result is of course amazing. I mean, everywhere I go, or if I hear great piano players, I mean, it is such a fantastic instrument, because yeah, it's very versatile. It's very, very versatile. The very nice thing is, when I went to this concert I told you before, when I was 11 years old, of this famous Dutch piano player, he played the Bösendorfer. And of course at that time I had no idea of brands. But some years ago Yamaha acquired Bösendorfer, and of course I also had the chance to play Bösendorfer pianos, and the character is so amazing, because the great brands like Yamaha and Bösendorfer and other ones, they have their own character. And the character of the Bösendorfer is completely different than the Yamaha. Some people say this is better or this is not so good. No, they are all as good as they are. And of course the sound of Bösendorfer, I mean, Vienna is one of the most famous musician cities in the world, with all these, with Mozart and the Viennese opera and everything. So yeah, it's a great instrument, and of course I was very happy to play today on this beautiful Bösendorfer here. Yes, well, when it all started, at that moment the first keyboards, portable keyboards, came out. So I was very focusing then on the portable keyboards. And after that I discovered, of course, also at that time they had the Electoon organs. And the moment the Clavinova came out, so the first digital piano I presented, which was in 1985. So I presented the first clavinova ever, and I'm still presenting clavinovas. But of course, for me, the real acoustic piano, of course, is still the instrument, of course. Well, what we often see is that if one member of the family starts playing, let's say, the piano, many times the family, the parents also, they just like to start to play the piano or play music. And even if some friends of these children visit the home, maybe they say, wow, this is great to play any musical instrument, because music connects, you know, and I think if everybody in the world would play a musical instrument, and of course it's Yamaha, of course, or Bösendorfer, everybody, I think, it would be a better world if everybody would make music, because music connects. And so I hope that many people start playing a musical instrument. But it's just great. It changed my life. It will change everybody's life, but only for the better.